right, Coach. Another series win for your team this past weekend at Ball State. Just kind of talk about the weekend. Obviously, it came down to that Sunday game. Just give me your thoughts on the weekend.
Yeah, crazy weekend with the weather, wind conditions. That was the Friday day was two games of baseball unlike anything I'd really ever played in before. Didn't know how many runs was enough to win that game. So we did a good job Friday taking care of game one. We did a poor job taking care of game two. We had a big lead and kind of squandered it away, and then didn't do enough offensively to get ourselves a win that one. So Sunday was huge for us to come out and win another weekend in a really tight ball game, which our team has come pretty accustomed to playing in. Did a really good job. Gus did a good job with his start, and then the bullpen did a phenomenal job keeping that game where it was, and we did just enough offensively to win it. So proud of the resolve from our team. There's definitely things we got to work on. There's things we got to get better, but we did a good job winning another weekend.
Biggest storyline of the weekend was probably Ross Haffey in that offense. He probably flies under a lot of people's radar, but he's been so consistent for your team. Just kind of talk about his performance, and was any of that surprising to you this weekend?
Well, I mean, I certainly don't expect 6 home runs from a guy in a weekend, and to be as locked in every at bat as he was. He's definitely a problem for other teams, and trying to figure out how to get him out. And if you want to put him on base, go ahead, because we got 2 or 3 really good ones behind him. Our lineup is starting to look more and more like what we've talked about, where we're getting 1 through 9. We're getting consistent at bats from everybody. But Ross Haffey had 6 home runs. The guy hitting behind him hit 4 home runs this weekend. So you pick your poison with Ross Haffey or Landon Stevens right now. Hayden Singer's awful locked in at the plate as well. Dallas Hall's doing a great job getting on base in front of those guys. So the lineup is starting to really take shape and look like what we thought it could look like from the beginning. And I think we're starting to see our runs scored go up quite a bit. And as that happens, hopefully we'll make it life a little bit easier on our pitching staff, because they definitely carried us for a while there at the beginning of the year, and I think our offense is coming around and going to be able to carry us for the rest of the year.
Talked about Cole last week. 2 more big performances out of the bullpen for you this weekend. Is he kind of carving out a role for himself, and you like what you're seeing from him?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you exactly what the role is. It's kind of like if we're in trouble, we put Cole in the game. So he's awful good right now. There's no doubt about it. He's striking out a ton of guys. His stuff is really good. He's a really a great competitor, probably as good a competitor as we have in that pitching staff. So really proud of what Cole's been able to do. It's not been without a ton of work on his end to get back to this form, but man, it's pretty special to watch what he's doing right now, and I wouldn't want to be a hitter trying to face him.
Ohio State today, NIU this weekend. I know you talk about kind of not worrying about the other team, controlling your controllables and taking care of yourself. What are a couple things you're looking at this week to maybe improve on?
Well, I think there's things we have to address at the base running game. I think we're getting a little sloppy there. We didn't run the bases particularly well this weekend. That's definitely a strength of our team, and I think we got to get back, continue to get back to keeping that a strength of our team. Looking for some guys. We talked early on about some of the 4-game weeks early on, and having pitchers be in some different positions than they maybe are used to. We're kind of back to that point where I'm really looking for some pitchers to step up, some guys who have struggled or some guys who haven't gotten a ton of opportunities. We need a couple guys to step up to be the team that we want to be. So we're definitely gonna look for those opportunities for a few young men to grab hold of a role and to make us the best version of the 2018 Miami baseball team that we can be.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you.